Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Colin Burks, Senior Health Specialist at Art Jetter and Company, and welcome to today's webinar. Today we'll be partnering with Lori Terry for this session. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type all questions and concerns in the question box. Lori will stop periodically during the session for any questions. For the agents tuning in, if you're not already contracted with Ameritas but would like to be, reach out to your insurance specialist for state availability and contract appointments. You can easily get contracted with Ameritas through our website, jetter.com. From there, you can click Get Appointed and get directed to Insurance Bay. If you require any assistance after the webinar, our team of insurance specialists is just a call away. So without further ado, let's dive into today's webinar. Thank you for being here, and I'll hand it over to Lori.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, everyone. As Colin mentioned, my name is Lori Terry. I am with Ameritas, and we're here to talk about our individual dental and vision products today. You will be getting a copy of this PowerPoint after the presentation. So if you just want to sit back, relax, and listen, you can do that. And we will get started. So at Ameritas, we look at our products every single year. And through our wholesale division, we focus on individual dental and vision. And for those that are not familiar with Ameritas, Ameritas is a dental and vision carrier based out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and we have product in all 50 states. Every year we look at our product portfolio, and if we make any product changes, it's always in August or September. And then if we need to do any updates, that's always usually at the end of first quarter, beginning of second quarter. So we're here to talk about our latest portfolio, which we updated last August 23rd of 2023, and our dental portfolio, as well as our great vision plans. So when we at our portfolio every year, we're very cognizant of maintaining product simplicity. We do not want to have 133 different flavors of dental plans and vision plans. So we keep it simple. We have 3 dental plans, we have 3 vision plans. Product simplicity, as well as ease of enrollment. All of our enrollments are done online. There's no paper. And as long as your client has their banking information or credit card, it takes less than 3 minutes to enroll from start to finish. So ease of enrollment. But also, we are very cognizant of maintaining member value in the products. And we'll be talking about that when we look at each of our products in a few minutes. We have one of the largest networks in the country with some of the deepest discounts. And we've been offering dental since 1959. This is what Ameritas knows. This is what we do. This is what we're all about. Dental since 1959, vision since 1984. We know the value and the connections of offering dental and vision alongside a health insurance plan as well, and how dental and health directly correlates to someone's overall health and well-being. And hopefully by going in for a dental and vision exam, there's the potential of catching a health issue early that can result in cost savings later on for your clients. And we know that one of the greatest gifts that a person can give their family, their children, is a healthy mouth, is good vision. It affects their learning, as well as for us as adults. We know that if we are at work every day and we have blurry vision, we have a toothache, it's hard to be productive, and that can result in absenteeism. So we want to add value and help fulfill your clients' lives. Again, we've been around for a long time. We've talked about our large network. We have over 592,000 access points across the country, one of the biggest networks in the country, which means that if you have one dentist who has 10 offices, because they can practice at 10 different locations, that is what this number is. One dentist with 10 offices, we would count all 10 offices as access points. If we count that dentist just once, not 10 office locations, we have over 132,000 unique providers. a large customer base, and very strong financial ratings. In 2023, Forbes Advisor actually ranked Ameritas as the best dental insurance company for seniors, as well as our call center. Our Center of Excellence has won customer service awards year after year since 2006. Some of our products and unique offerings with our products are next day coverage. Your clients do not have to wait until the 1st of the month or the 15th of the month to get coverage. For example, if someone went into the dentist last week and found out that they needed a crown, they did not have, and they do not have dental insurance, they could apply for coverage today and have coverage as early as tomorrow, which would help with the cost of that crown. So we offer next day coverage, or they can quote up to 90 days out. We have no waiting periods on preventive, basic, or major in most states. And we also offer credit for prior coverage. And we're going to talk about that in more detail. Key for retirees. All of our plans are rated based on zip code, not age, not gender, zip code rated. Someone could be 18 years of age, they could be 45, they could be 85 or 125 years old and be on an Ameritas plan. And their rates, as long as we're looking at the same zip code, the same plan, the rates would be the same. And we're also going to talk about our additional benefits included in our plans, such as implant coverage with no waiting periods, hearing, teeth whitening, child ortho, and the benefit of Preventive Plus. So talking about credit for prior coverage, this is very important, especially for seniors, for retirees. So if you have a client who has a fully insured dental plan, whether it's an individual plan or a group plan, that they have been on for at least 12 consecutive months without a gap in coverage of more than 60 days, that individual could qualify for credit for prior coverage. If the plan was a DHMO, a discount plan, or a Medicare Advantage plan, that would not count. If it's as long as it's a fully insured group or individual plan, that is what would count as credit for prior coverage. So when the individual is applying, at the end, when they're checking out, they've selected their dental plan, they need to apply for credit for prior coverage. And we're going to ask what their carrier name is, the policy number, and the date that they term their coverage to see if CPC would apply for them. And the benefit is they're going to be able to come in with year 2 coinsurance levels on preventive, basic, major. The only 3 states we do not offer credit for prior coverage are New Mexico, New York, and Washington. So let's look at our new plans as of last August. We have the complete plan, the boost, and the light. So looking at these in a little more detail, each one of these plans were created with a specific demographic or target audience in mind. But note that anyone age 18 or older can apply for any one of the plans to be their own policy holder. So the complete plan was created for the senior, the 65 plus market. So this plan, day 1, they apply today. As early as tomorrow, each person enrolled in the plan could be eligible for a $2,500 annual max. Again, annual max runs on a benefit year, not a calendar year. But after being on the plan for 12 months, the plan annual max bumps up to $3,000 per person enrolled in the plan. Every one of our plans have Preventive Plus and the same deductible. Preventive Plus means that any preventive claim, a type 1 claim, for example here, exams, cleanings, bite wings, they do not count, those claims do not count against the $2,500 or $3,000 annual max. So basically your annual max is only for basic and major claims. The deductible is the same on all of the plans. There is not a deductible for any preventive or type 1 claims, but a $50 per person deductible for type 2 or type 3 claims with a family max of $150. So someone enrolls in a plan today, tomorrow in-network benefits would be 100% for preventive, 80% coinsurance for basic, 20% on major. After 12 months, it bumps up to 190, 50% coinsurance in network. Every person on the plan is eligible for a hearing exam at any provider, as well as a hearing aid benefit. So if someone went in for a hearing exam and found out they needed hearing aids, as early as tomorrow, each person on the plan that it would apply to would be eligible for $200 per ear to use towards a hearing aid. If they wait 12 months, it bumps up to $300 per ear. If they would wait 24 months, it bumps up to $400 per ear. Now, even though I said this plan was created for the senior, anyone age 18 or older can also apply for this plan. So if you know of a family who has a child who may need a hearing aid, a baby, a young child, this would be a great plan for that family as well. So when we talked about credit for prior coverage in the previous slide, coming on with year 2 coinsurance levels, if this applied for this member, it would mean that they would come in day 1 with a $2,500 annual max, but their coinsurance as early as tomorrow could be 100% in network for preventive, 90% for basic, and 50% for major. As early as tomorrow, day 1 credit for prior coverage. And the hearing aid would also be at $200 day 1. So it's the coinsurance, credit for prior coverage applies to the coinsurance as early as the next day. The next plan, the Boost plan, was created with that younger family or young professional in mind because it includes teeth whitening and child orthodontia. So day 1, the plans all operate the exact same way as the complete plan, where day 1, instead of you start out with a $1,500 annual max. After 12 months, it bumps up to $2,000. Again, all of our plans include Preventive Plus and the deductible. So any type 1 claim does not count against the $1,500 or $2,000 annual max. So in this example here, you see exams, cleanings, bite wings, fluoride up to age 16, sealants, space maintainers. Any of those claim dollars will not count against the annual max. The deductible is the exact same on all of our plans. And without insurance coming in day 1 in network, each member enrolled in the plan would have 100%, 65, 20% coinsurance in network. After 12 months, it bumps up to the year 2 coinsurance levels. And again, if credit for prior coverage applied, each person enrolled would come in as early as tomorrow at 180, 50% in-network coinsurance. It also includes child orthodontia for children for new ortho treatments under the age of 19, 15% coinsurance the first 12 months. After that, it bumps up to 50% with a lifetime max of $1,000. Now, if credit for prior coverage applied, again, members come in with the $1,500 annual max and the 15% child orthodontia coinsurance level, but it applies to the preventive, basic, and major coinsurance credit for prior coverage. And lastly, the Light plan is a perfect plan for that member who has a very healthy mouth, or maybe a 26-year-old coming off their parents' plan. Again, day 1, $750 annual max. After 12 months, it bumps up to $1,500. Preventive Plus and deductible are the same on all of our plans. So preventive claims do not count against the annual max. This plan is basically a preventive and basic focus for that person with a healthy plan. There is some coinsurance on major, it's just a lower amount. Again, credit for prior coverage could apply, and then a member would come in at year 2 coinsurance levels. This is the only plan that does not include implant coverage. The Boost and the Complete plan include implant coverage. The Light plan does not. Now, that was a lot of information, Colin. I just want to stop there. Are there any questions that anyone has about the dental plans?
Yeah, there's one for the out-of-network benefit. Just an
Okay.
asking, is this an MAC plan?
Correct. It is a MAC plan, max allowable charge. So we want to steer members towards our network so that they are eligible for the deepest discounts that our in-network providers have negotiated. So our network providers offer charges 25 to 50% less than their regular rates. And so that would be the in-network negotiated fee that's why we steer people towards the network. Someone can go out of network. We do not have or offer DHMO plans. So if you do go out of network, you could be eligible for coverage out of network. It just would mean that your annual max, your benefits would not stretch as far. So does that help?
Yeah, that's all I'm having. Oh, let's see here. I got another question that just came in here. What about a dental plan for clients whose dentist won't join a network?
That we do have, and we're going to talk about our state-specific plans. There are a couple states where we're not able to offer MAC plans, and we do need to offer a UNC out-of-network plan. For example, Georgia is a state where we have to offer out-of-network benefits. But otherwise, if the dentist is not in the network, we can always try, our network is always growing. We can try to get that network or that dentist to be in our network. But if not, that we don't have a plan for out-of-network dentists. It would just be at the coinsurance indicated on each of the plans here. And we'll talk about some state-specific plans when we talk about the marketing materials. Does that help? Any other questions, Colin?
Let's see.
If not, I'll keep going on and circle back.
All right, yep, let's circle back.
Okay. So when we file our plans in the various states, there were a couple states that we did not hear back from the time we needed the information to be loaded into our system before we launched. Two of those states are Ohio and Virginia. So they are utilizing our Primestar dental plans that we had in effect prior to August 23rd, 2023. Those plans are called the Total Access and Value plans. So those are the plans offered in Ohio and Virginia. And so you may be wondering, what are those plans? So they're included in the slide deck that you'll be receiving from our Jetter, but these are the plan designs, the Total Access and Value. Now, we hope to hear back from these states and be able to, on April 9th, we're going to do a mini launch. And if Ohio and Virginia are on board with our new plans, the Complete, the Boost, the Light, then they will be loaded in our system instead of these plans. If not, these would be the plans. Again, everything is all zip code rated. So you as an agent or a client will never make a mistake. As long as you type in the correct zip code, the plans available in that state, the correct plans will always populate. So this is what would pop up in a Virginia or Ohio zip code. This is a pretty powerful slide, and I know agents that have printed, laminated, and keep this in front of them when they talk to their clients. This is in the 336 zip code, which is Tampa, Florida. Looking at the cost of a crown for someone without any insurance, it's just under $1,400. If they go to seek care at someone in the Emeritus network, a dentist that is charging 25 to 50% off their normal rates, that would bring the cost of the crown down to $622. If they did not have coverage yesterday, they apply today and have coverage as early as tomorrow, the cost of that crown drops to just under $500, a 63% savings. After 12 months, if they need another crown, or in this example, if someone did come in with credit for prior coverage, the cost of that crown would be $311, a 77% savings. So again, the value of having insurance, going to someone in the network, and the benefits after year 2, the higher co-insurance levels for a major claim, such as a crown, 77% savings. Now, family members do not need to see the same dentist. And for example, if you're traveling and someone chipped a tooth or needed to go see a provider, you can always look up a provider in the Emeritus PPO. You can see any provider anywhere. You do not need to see someone just in the zip code that you live. So before we move on to vision, I'm going to stop there. Any additional questions, Colin?
I don't have anything now. If anything comes in the next couple of seconds, I'll let you know, but I think we're good to go.
Perfect. So now moving on to vision. Emeritus offers 3 vision plans. The first one is our VSP Choice vision plan, VSP Choice. And this is our high plan because it's a 12-12-12 contract. Every 12 months from date of service, a member is eligible for an eye exam. Every 12 months, eligible for new lenses or contacts, and every 12 months, frames. You can see the deductible, and then you can see the left versus the right column, how by going to someone in network in the Choice network, and if you go to VSP.com and select the Choice network, the lenses would be covered in full. If they go out of network, they're covered up to a certain amount, and the frame or contact allowance is $150. VSP, one of the largest networks as well in the country, was started by independent providers, but also starting to reach into the retail providers as well. iMed, it's the iMed Select Network. iMed.com, the Select Network, is our low plan. So members are still eligible for an eye exam every 12 months from date of service, but for lenses, contacts, or frames, every 24 months. You can see the deductible. Again, how lenses are covered in full on the left side, up to a certain amount on the right side. And it's a frame or contact allowance of $130. Now, this is for the basic, whether it's VSP or iMed, it's for the basic lens. So if your client wants, say, for example, scratch-resistant coating or anti-reflective put onto their lenses, those would be offered at a discount, but the regular standard lenses are covered in full. Anything above, any enhancements or anything above the frame allowance, they would be eligible for an additional discount. So for example, when you're talking with an agent's talking with their client, you're talking with the client. If you ask your client, how often do you get contacts or glasses? And if they say every year, then the VSP plan would be the plan for them. If they say, oh, I go in every 3 to 5 years, I don't wear glasses or contacts, possibly the iMed is the best plan for them. The 12-24-24 contract is going to be a little less expensive than the 12-12-12 contract. IMED tends to be more of your retail providers, but there is some crossover between VSP and IMED as well when you look at the provider list in certain areas. The third plan is a basic plan, an indemnity no network plan, reimbursement plan. And this plan is only offered in Massachusetts, Montana, Rhode Island, and Washington. The only state we do not offer vision in is Maryland. We do not offer vision in Maryland. And the only state we do not offer dental in is Massachusetts. Otherwise, we do offer dental in Maryland, and we do offer vision in Massachusetts. So there is product in every state, but those are the only two states that just have one line of product offering. All the other states have two, both dental and vision. So with that, any questions on the vision, Colin?
Let's take a quick look here. We are good to keep moving on.
Okay, so why sell dental and vision? Well, preventive care, we know how important that is on the medical, how important preventive is on medical, as well as with dental and vision. We know that gum disease is associated with so many other health issues in someone's body. We know that tooth decay affects 90% of adults 20 to 64 years old. And actually, 20% of Americans say that when they went in for a vision exam, that their vision provider actually detected some other non-eye related health issue going on. And I, from a personal example, know of a client that I had in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where her spouse went in, had a vision exam, but they detected a brain tumor. So a non-eye related health issue. And eye exams can also identify so many other diseases in the body. Likewise with dental exams. So important. And we also know that we have different stages in life when our mouth and our eyes change and different changing health needs. And so, for example, you have a 26-year-old who is on their parents' plan, pretty healthy mouth, and they come off their parents' plan. They would be perfect for the light option. And then as we turn age 40 or people start having children, the boost plan can be a great plan for someone that's middle-aged. And then as someone retires and they want the hearing benefit, they're having a harder time hearing, then the complete plan with the hearing benefit can be a great plan for them. So between the three plans, we really address life stages and an individual's changing health needs. And also with individual, when you think about employers that offer group benefits to their employees that work 30 plus or 40 hours a week, think about the employees, the part-time employees who are not eligible for benefits. Dental and vision are two of the most requested benefits from an employer. And how awesome it would be to go in, and we all know employers, go in, talk to the part-time employees, get to know them, offer dental and vision. I don't think there's an employer out there that would say, oh, I don't want my employees to have a healthy mouth or to be able to see clearly, because they know that it affects their absenteeism. And so offer to talk to and meet with part-time employees. Find out if there's employees who have 26-year-olds coming off their plans. Find out if there's employees that are close to retirement and that may not want a COBRA, or what happens when they exhaust their COBRA. These are perfect opportunities to write an individual dental or vision plan. And standalone dental plans, they tend to be more robust in terms of benefit coverage. This is what we do. This is what we do well. We know that at McDonald's, they don't sell pizza because they focus on the hamburger, the fries, and they do it well. Chick-fil-A doesn't sell hamburgers because they focus on making a great chicken sandwich. And this is what we do at Emeritus. We focus on dental, we focus on vision, and we create robust benefit plans for people of all ages. Our plans do not coordinate. We do not coordinate benefits. We always pay primary. And we have the extra value with deep network savings. So if you have an individual that says, well, I just go to my dentist and then they offer me a discount if I pay the same day, I can guarantee that dentist is not offering 25 to 50% discounts, maybe a 5%, maybe a 10%, but not 25 to 50%. So the extra value of network savings, as well as if an individual switches their medical plans, you always have your standalone dental plan. So you don't have to keep changing different plans and networks. The standalone stays the same. So before we get into some of the offerings that we have for agents, any questions there, Colin?
Still nothing just yet. So I think we're good to continue.
Okay. So for agents, we have the producer portal. This is something that once you get appointed under our Jetter and you submit your appointment paperwork, our Jetter submits it to Emeritus, Emeritus processes it, and we send you a welcome email. In that welcome email, you will have a unique URL link that you will use that's tied to you to write all of your business on. Also in that welcome email, there will be at the bottom mention of the producer portal to get enrolled in. This is how you as agents can track your book of business. And this is important. We're going to talk about this in marketing, especially for those that use social media, to be able to track your book of business and see the cases that you've written, as well as you can order ID cards or email instructions on how to access ID cards to your clients and look up providers as well. So that is the producer portal for agents. We're going to talk about the agent marketing site at the very end. That is for agents, and it has a wealth of information, as well as Sales Connect. Sales Connect will help you as agents. Lori Terry talks pretty high level, but if you have some in the weeds questions from clients, just email salesconnect@emeritus.com and they can answer more of the in the weeds questions. There is online chat for agent and member assistance, as well as if you have an issue with your URL link or you can't find it, or they can help and resend a URL link, as well as sales and pre-sales and marketing support. Additional features, our agents are able to update payment information over the phone on behalf of their clients. Again, we do not coordinate benefits. We always pay primary. And once your client is enrolled in an Emeritus individual dental or vision case, they can create their own member account. And in their member account, they can track their EOBs, they can print extra ID cards, they can print out a prescription and hearing care savings card. And our quoting, very simple, easy, quick. We do not ask for any personal information. They answer 3 questions. Rates are based on zip code, not age or gender. Again, you have to be 18 to be your own policy holder, but you can have children on your plan with an adult, a parent, or a legal guardian. There's no waiting periods for preventive, basic, and major in most states. There are some state-specific plans offer next day coverage, or they can quote up to 90 days out. Again, credit for prior coverage, really important, especially for retirees. Enrollment is all completely online. We do not ask for social security numbers either. And as long as they have their EFT or credit card information, enrollment takes less than 3 minutes. So again, once you get your welcome email, your URL link, you can put your URL link wherever you want. You can share it on social media. You can put it in your signature line. You can create a QR code. You can do whatever you want with your URL link. So this is what it's going to look like. When you click on that link in the welcome email, it's going to have this type of screen where you put in your zip code. This is the only place someone could make a mistake, is typing in the wrong zip code. But otherwise, you type in the zip code and you click Get Started. Then the next screen we ask, do you need dental coverage? Yes or no. Click Enter. Do you need vision coverage? Yes or no. Enter. How many need coverage? 1, is it a single? 2, a full family? And then you click Enter. And then your proposal pops up right away. And you can share that with your client. You can email it to them, or you can email it to yourself. You can see at the top where it says dental plans with a purple line underneath, or you can toggle over to vision plans and look at the vision plans. If you want, you can switch up the order. You can have the most expensive plan at the top, the middle plan, and then the low plan at the bottom. If you forget what the plan entails, you can click where it says in light blue, View Plan Details, and that will be a drop down to highlight some of the plan specifics. But it's very, very simple. And if the person, your individual with the blue box, if they decide I want a particular plan, they just select the plan. Which dental plan? They select a vision plan. They review, and then they go to checkout. It's that simple. And then we're going to ask for what is their effective date, their email, basic information, and they are good to go. And then a few minutes after they apply for coverage, they're going to get a confirmation email that has a temporary ID card right there immediately for them. And so if you're talking with your clients, you can say, if you don't receive an email in a few minutes, let me know. If I have not heard that that's happened, but with technology, it could. And then you just email Sales Connect to say, I have a client that's just applied for coverage and they haven't received their email. Maybe it was in their spam or something, but they should receive a confirmation email right away. And at the very end, there's a little more information about Emeritus, about our products, but everyone will be receiving this PowerPoint as well with the presentation included in it. Colin, any other questions?
Yeah, a couple came in here. One of them, do policyholders receive a member ID card in the mail?
No, do not receive a card in the mail unless during the process that they request that. That is not the standard. When they receive a temporary ID card at the end of the enrollment process, and they can use that, or they can create a member account, view all their plan information, and print out ID cards from there. Does that help?
Yes. I got another one here about recordings of the webinar. We are going to send out, I just wrote down your name here. We are going to get that out to you. If there's anybody else that needs the recording for this webinar, reach out to your insurance specialist. We'll make sure to get that out to you. And then another question here, is it the same price for the EFT or credit card?
Yes, it is. Whoop. It is the same. Oh. And Colin, can you see my screen?
Yep, I see it right now. It's showing the end slide here for seniorhealth@jetter.com.
Yep. Yep. Yes. And I am trying to get to our marketing site. I'm just having a hard time getting to the marketing site. So I'm hoping I'm not going to lose anyone. So I'm going to stop sharing and try to get to that site right now. Okay. Can you see that site now, the marketing site?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. And any other questions before I start in the marketing site?
I am not seeing anything just yet.
Great questions. Thank you, everyone. So you will also receive a link to this when you receive an email from ArtJetter. This is something that you may want to save in favorites. Explore.emeritus.com, the agent marketing site. This homepage will tell you, it's like looking at a newspaper, newest of information, any updates. Right here under quick links where it says find a health provider, if you copy, paste, post, share this link right here with your clients, this is a fast way for someone to look up a provider in our network. So this is when they click on it, you find a dental provider. If they scroll down, they can look for find a vision provider. They can put in their city, county, state, or zip. Under select a network, you want to select the classic network every time. And then you can do additional filters to look up providers. So that is a fast way to look up providers, is with this link right there, find a health provider. So under agent resources, this is a great page for you as agents to just review some of Emeritus basic information. If you want to know a little bit more about Emeritus, you can click and watch this video. This truly gives a great overview of our vision plans. It's about a 10-minute training. This is about a 10-minute training on our dental plans. So great information always at your fingertips. It's also available in Spanish. And at the bottom, there's a lot of learning opportunities. These training videos are 3 to 5 minutes long, but great information about agent resources, Sales Connect, about your shopping link, about QR codes, or how Emeritus supports your clients. So real short, great pieces of information for you to follow up, listen to whenever you have some time. Under share with clients, this is where you're going to find state-specific plans. Anything under share with clients is great information that is meant to be forward-facing to your clients. Forward-facing to your clients. So right here, this is very important. We talked about, and someone asked about the MAC plan. So the plans we spoke about were our base MAC plans for all states without a separate brochure. But for example, the UNC indemnity for some states that have an out-of-network at the 80th UNC, for example, this is the brochure for those states. Or you have the state of New York, or other state-specific, Connecticut, this is what you're going to look for. So when we talked about the complete plan, the plan with hearing, for example, if we talked about Georgia, which is one that has a UNC indemnity, this would be the link to get to their plans. If we're talking about New Jersey or Connecticut, this would be the link for their plan. If we're talking about Nebraska, this would be the link for their plan. So this is how you can determine which plan is for which state. And here's for the light, and here's for the boost. Now, Washington is unique. So these are Washington's unique plans, as well as Ohio and Virginia that are on our old plans, not the new Complete Boost and Light. Now, some agents, I'm sorry, here also are the new plans available in Spanish. So if you wanted, here's Nebraska, the base plan in Spanish. Also, some agents like to do drip marketing. Maybe you send out a newsletter every month to your clients, and you want some articles, like here's a video, or here's an article on credit for prior coverage, a PDF that you want to include the link that they can click on and open up. Or here's a postcard that you can send out. These things are all created for you, so you don't have to recreate the wheel. Here's our VSP Vision Plan, IMED Vision Plan, and the indemnity plan available in certain states. Here they are available in Spanish. And here's some drip marketing pieces on vision. Sometimes people alternate. 1 month they focus on dental, one on vision, one on dental, 1 month on vision. Or additional resources. We want your clients to sign up for Emeritus, but we want them to use the plan and then renew the plan. And this is information on how to do that, as well as pre-crafted social media posts. We don't have 1,000 different posts here, and we will switch these in and out so that it's not so overwhelming. But maybe you want to start out at the beginning of the year. When do I need individual dental and vision? Or what is an EOB? Some of these have articles included. Some of these have a spot where you can just copy, paste, and post your link. And then you can copy, paste, and post this on social media. But this is where it's very important to get signed up in the producer portal and look at your producer portal every week or every other week. Because if you live, for example, in Nebraska, but you put something on social media and all of a sudden someone out in Connecticut sees that, clicks on your link, applies for coverage, they're going to get their coverage. They will get a plan with Emeritus. But if you do not have a non-resident license in Connecticut, we cannot pay you commission. And so by checking your producer portal to see who has applied for coverage, what state are they in, if you know you want to get commission for that policy, you just need to get set up with a non-resident license, and you need to notify Emeritus Licensing right away, because they will stay in your producer portal for 30 to 45 days, and then they will disappear. Because if it's not connected to an agent, then it is going to be taken out of your producer portal. And I would love to have you get commission and credit for every single person who applies on your link. So that's why it's important to just stay current in looking at the producer portal, track your book of business. So how to contact Emeritus. If you have questions, you're not sure how to contact Sales Connect, their contact information is right here, as well as other departments within Emeritus. And the producer portal. This changed, but they should, if you have any questions, if you're already appointed with Emeritus, but you're not set up, let Art Jetter know and they can help you get set up. If you're not appointed, look for it at the bottom of your welcome email. Get set up right away. They will ask, part of the enrollment process is for your writing number, your Emeritus writing number. So that's why you have to get appointed first in order to get set up in the producer portal. So again, this was a lot of information, but this is a great, great site. And I am going to stop there to see if Colin, you have any questions.
Yeah, we had a few come in here. So one of the questions is about paper brochures. Can you order paper brochures, or is that something that you print off?
Yes, you print off as you, yeah, and also with the brochures, I'm just going to pull one up, for example, here under share with clients. So here's the basic paper brochure. And at the bottom of it is here you can put your URL link or contact information, and then you can print that as well. If you're, I mean, obviously if you print your URL, but you know, if you want it live, you can email that to someone or you can print it. But yep.
Perfect. Here's another one here. Can someone enroll into Boost and then later upgrade to Complete? Also, is there any enrollment restrictions? So if somebody were to upgrade, could they do it anytime, or they have to wait until their enrollment date?
That is a great question. When someone enrolls in a plan, they can make a plan change, like from the Boost to Complete or the Complete to the Boost at the renewal. So when they get their renewal information, they can make a plan change at that time, and it works just like credit for prior coverage. So they would come in day one at the lower annual max. Either way, if it's Complete to Boost, Boost to Complete, it's always day one, the lower annual max. After 12 months, they bump up to the higher annual max. Likewise, with the hearing or the child ortho, it's the lower level, but it's the co-insurance. At the renewal, their co-insurance, they would stay at year 2 or the higher co-insurance level with any plan change. So you're able to do that at each renewal to make a plan change. And members just contact customer service, CS for customer service at emeritus.com, or they can email you as an agent and you can email customer service. You just have to indicate that you are making this change on behalf of your client and they can make that change. But if someone experiences a qualifying life event, like a divorce, a death of a spouse, a marriage, an adoption, then any time during the year, you have 30 days from your qualifying event to make a change, either up or down, and you would just want to contact Sales Connect at emeritus.com to help you make that change mid-year. Does that help?
Let's see here. I got a couple more here for you. Is adult ortho covered?
Adult ortho is not covered. It's child only ortho.
Is there any annual payment discounts?
No, there is not. The first payment always will come out EFT, credit card, monthly. And then after that, if a member wants to contact, they can make some billing changes in the member portal or contact customer service. If they want to pay annually or quarterly, then they can make those changes.
All right, perfect. Is there a minimum number of months that they need to keep their policy?
Well, we'd like them to be on the policy for 12 months, at least 12 months.
How does an agent find their book of business?
That would be through the producer portal. And you just need to get set up with the producer portal.
I'm not seeing any more come in just yet. While we wait though, Lori, fantastic job as always. Thank you so much for coming out and speaking to some of our agents.
Awesome. Colin, I'm going to show you one really quick thing, if that's okay.
Yep.
Well, people are here. I'm just going to plug in a sample zip code, for example, 32147. So this is when you get your link, this is what your link is going to look like, with information that can scroll down, benefit information, dental vision. Why is it important? Some good pieces of information here for your clients. Okay, so you plug in a zip code, you say, get started. Do you need dental? Yes. Do you need vision? Yes. How many need it? Say one, a single coverage. And this is how quickly it pops up. Now you can email it to your client and share it if you want. It's that fast to create. And the only mistake you could make is typing in the wrong zip code. Now you can toggle to the vision plans. The vision plans, here's the high and the low plan. So now if they select a plan and they select a plan, they review and purchase, scroll down. So in this zip code for the high dental plan, for the high vision plan, it would be $57.37 a month. Enroll now. And this is where they can select their effective date. As early as tomorrow, type in their email. We ask for applicant, they continue with applicant information. And then this is where they would apply for credit for prior coverage. And they just continue through. So it's as long as they have their payment information, this is how quick it is to put in a zip code, dental, vision, select a plan, and then review and purchase. There's no back and forth from you to the client for signatures or anything like that. You can be sitting next to your client and you can type in the information for them. You can be sharing your screen like we are right now and type it in for them. Or you can send them the link and they can apply whenever they want. It's that simple. So keeping it simple, but knowing you can sleep well at night, that you are offering a great dental and vision plan. So just want to close with that. And Colin, any parting words? But thank you everyone for taking the time to learn more about this, and hopefully you know more than you did an hour ago about Emeritus Dental and Vision.
Yeah, we just have one more question here. What's an example of adult ortho not covered?
What is an example of? I'm not sure I understand the question. Adult ortho is not, if an adult over the age of 19 went in to have orthodontia, it would be denied because it's not a covered claim under any of the 3 plans.
All right, perfect.
So am I misunderstanding that? I apologize if I am. But it's for new orthodontia for children, new orthodontia treatments for children, not those that are in the middle of treatment, for new orthodontia.
All right, perfect. Yeah, if there was any questions that were missed, reach out to your senior health specialist. You reach out to myself, Joanne Morgan, or Arlen Visser, and we will be more than happy to help you. Again, thank you so much, Lori. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope everybody got all the information they needed. And if you're looking to get appointed, reach out to your insurance specialist and we will help you out.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.